Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Andrew Hsu, president of the College of Charleston. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston Spring Commencement for the class of 2025. I want to thank you all for joining us on this very special day. To our graduates, congratulations. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. To the families, friends, and loved ones of our graduates, this is also your day. Together, you have supported these graduates in so many different ways. Graduates, I would like you to please stand and thank your families, friends, loved ones, and all of those who helped you along the way. Graduates, please remain standing, and will everyone else please also stand as Class of 2026 music major James Saganik sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, James. That was beautiful. Please be seated. I would like to take a moment to recognize those members of the Board of Trustees that are with us today. Please stand as I read your name so that we may recognize you for your service to your alma mater. Board Chair Renee Romberger, Trustees Lauren Birch, Darrell File, Andy Giannukas, Henrietta Golding, David Hay, Penny Rosner, Steve Swanson, Tav Swarat, Rissy Welch, Derek Williams, Nisa Williams, and Trustee Emerita Sibby Harvey and Deborah Gammons. Thank you all. I would also like to recognize representatives from our Foundation Board and the Alumni Association. Steve Osborne, class of 1973 of the Foundation Board, and Laurie Minges, class of 1983, president of the Alumni Association. Thank you both for your leadership and service. Now, would all faculty please stand and be recognized? Their commitment to academic excellence empowers the next generation of scholars and leaders. Graduates and families, please join me in expressing our appreciation with a round of applause. Thank you. Graduates of the class of 2025, you made it. Each person on the stage has overcome something to be right here. And I'm proud of you for not giving up, for not giving in, and for giving it your all to reach your academic goal. Through your studies, you have proven yourself to be adaptable, flexible, and creative. And because of your exposure to different ideas, philosophies, and perspectives, you will be lifelong learners, always willing to grow and evolve. That is what the world needs now more than ever. As I reflect on this extraordinary class of College of Charleston graduates and what you have done through the years to be right here, I'm very proud of you, and I'm excited for you and for your future. You have a long and open road in front of you to make your life what you want it to be. I can't wait to see where your journeys take you and to celebrate all of your accomplishments as College of Charleston ambassadors and champions. Congratulations, class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferring of the honorary degree, I will now be joined by the chair of our Board of Trustees, Renee Romberger. Trustees David Hay and Rissy Welch, would you please escort Demetria Noisette Clemons to the lectern?
I hereby present Demetria Noisette Clemons. Demetria is a 1975 graduate of the College of Charleston and is a trustee emerita, having served as a member of the College of Charleston Board of Trustees from 2004 till 2024. Her generosity of time, spirit, and wisdom contributed significantly to the past, present, and future success of the students at the college. Her lifetime commitment to her alma mater makes her a fitting candidate for a Doctor of Humane Letters.
Demetria Noisette Clemons, your wisdom, grace, and counsel have left an indelible mark on the life of our campus. In recognition of your extraordinary contributions and enduring influence, the College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Demetria Noisette Clemons is now admitted to the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto are appertaining. I'm proud to introduce this afternoon's commencement speaker, Dr. Demetria Noisette Clemons. For decades, Demetria has been a trusted advisor to many College of Charleston presidents and campus leaders, and that certainly includes myself. She is a voice of reason, a voice of compassion, and a voice of empathy. Dr. Clemons has been and still is a trusted confidant, strategic counselor, and guiding voice to many campus leaders. Throughout her career in education, she has always put students first and has reminded administrators, including myself, to do the same. Our schools in South Carolina, and this institution in particular, are better for that counsel. Please join me in welcoming Demetria Noisette Clemons.
Before I begin, I would like to give thanks that my son and grandsons made it. My son Jerome and grandson Joshua arrived at 1:30 a.m. this morning on a very turbulent, bumpy flight from Washington. And my grandson Javier just completed his advanced placement U.S. history test. So I'm glad they were able to make it. President Chu, members of the board of trustees, past and present, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and graduates of the class of 2025, good afternoon. Today is truly a day of celebration. I would like to begin by congratulating you, class of 2025, and offering a special thank you to your parents, guardians, and to our faculty. Thank you, parents, for giving us your precious, valuable gifts, entrusting that we would handle with care. Thank you, faculty and staff, for unwrapping the gifts that were given to you, bringing out their talents and their gifts. Graduates, thank you for accepting and receiving all that was given. We have primarily 6 schools here today: the School of Education, our future teachers, School of Health Sciences, our future healthcare professionals, School of Natural and Environmental Sciences, our future scientists, School of Engineering, Computing, and Mathematics, our future engineers, software developers, and mathematicians, School of Arts, our future artists, and School of Business, our future entrepreneurs. So often, we think of the School of Education as our educators. I want to tell you, the common denominator is all of you are educators. Educate comes from the Latin word educare, to lead out, bring out of, bring out what is within. Attending parochial schools in Charleston, South Carolina, from kindergarten to 11th grade, the Oblate Sisters of Providence always would put an extra twist on things. They insisted it meant showing that you were educated by being willing and ready to be that one light, if necessary, to bring out of darkness. Class of 2025, as educators, you will be beacons of light. There are over 650 beacons of light on this cistern. Just imagine the impact you will have as you transition to the next level. Our college, city, state, country, and our world needs your light, your uniqueness, drive, and determination. Some of you will become warriors of the light. Some will become keepers of the light, and some will become points of light. Yeah. What is a warrior of the light? I can hear some of your moms whispering, oh no, she wants them to fight. A warrior of the light is not a fighter. A warrior of the light is someone who is able and willing to take the journey that begins where the path ends. Did you get that? What is a keeper of the light? Graduates, close your eyes for me real quickly. I want you to imagine a path that has been set. There are lights along the way. Something happens, and one by one, the lights are being blown out. Now open your eyes. A keeper of the light is someone like you who must protect the lights. Did you get that? What are points of light? They are ordinary people who reach beyond themselves by partnering with a nonprofit or volunteering to touch the lives of those in need, bringing hope and opportunity. During your future, you will or could experience all three. I've experienced being a warrior and keeper of the light. And my son is a recipient of the National Daily Point of Light Award. Many of you are thinking, I'm ready, but how? Your professors instilled in your lectures, labs, projects, and writings that you develop your soft skills, collaborating, communicating, critical thinking, and being creative. Always asking, did you give your best? The words from Harold Walker's hymn, I Would Be True, describe what you need as you transition to your next level. There are 4 things: truth, pure, strong, and brave. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. Just think of the people who are going to put their trust in you. In education, healthcare, natural and environmental science, engineering, computing, and mathematics. I would be pure, for there are those who care. Think of the people who are going to care about your artistic productions. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. Think of the people who are going to depend on you with their life savings to make business investments. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. There is greatness on the Cistern today. As you walk through the great gates of Porter's Lodge and you look back at the inscription in Greek, know thyself, Know that the next few months as you transition might not go exactly as planned. Do not be discouraged. Just remember, in these next few months, the words of Frank Outlaw. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. Watch and protect your character. It becomes your destiny. Graduates, I want to give you a charge and a call to action. Your charge is to write a thank you note to someone, your mentor, grandparent, faculty, staff, or your parents. Please spell out the words thank you, caring, love. No text slang like I, YK, YK, or XO, XO. I asked my grandson Javier the other day because something was sent to me that said I, YK, YK, XO, XO. I had no idea what it meant. He said I, YK, YK is if you know, you know. I said, what? He said, nothing. If you know, you know. So please, graduates, if you're going to send a thank you to your nana or your papa, please spell out all the words. And be sure to give thanks. Your call to action, at the end of our ceremony today, you will sing our alma mater. There are 2 lines I want to make sure you know and understand your call to action. Please stand quickly. Come on now. I want you to show your pride and understand your call to action. Please repeat after me as loud as you can. Line 1. Loyal sons and daughters love thee. Strive to conquer and prevail. Your call to action is strive to conquer and prevail. You can be seated. Class of 2025, be a light, be true, conquer and prevail. Go forth and do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Clemons. We really appreciate your timely and important remarks. I am Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost Suzanne Austin. And it's my pleasure that at today's ceremony, we have 12 students who have earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand as I call your names. Abigail Starr Ryan, Spanish and Biochemistry. Abigail Wyman Moorer, Public Health. Annabella Caroline Wiesketel, Biology. John Kyle Nicolo Sanjanchian Barreto, Computer Science. Justin Bayek, Public Health and Biochemistry. Kaylee Page Lastinger, Public Health. Katie Ann Mullins, Public Health. Cora Mackenzie Hansen, Biology. Maya Ramesh Pei, Public Health. Rima Mustafa Al-Ahmad, Public Health. Yuan Shao, Computer Science. And Zoe Elizabeth Willis, Chemistry and Marine Biology. Congratulations. In addition, there are 153 students participating in this weekend's commencement ceremonies who have completed the Honors College requirements. All 153 students are wearing medals in recognition of their academic accomplishments and deep engagement as leaders within our community. Honors College students, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. You may be seated. Finally, there are 4 students here who received the Artium Baccalaureatus degree. The College of Charleston's Artium Baccalaureatus degree, the AB degree, requires advanced coursework in Greek or Latin. This unique degree highlights the university's liberal arts focus, recognizing those graduates who take on challenging humanistic studies. All graduates, regardless of major, earning the AB, have their degrees especially conferred at the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs graduation ceremony. The College of Charleston has awarded this degree for more than 2 centuries. Please stand as I call your name. Tina Dong, Biology. Madison McKenna Meeks, Biochemistry and Chemistry. Caleb Miranda, Computer Science and Software Engineering. And Alexis Parker, Biology. Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated. And now I will welcome Dr. Alicia Cadell, Executive Vice President for Student Affairs.
Thank you, Provost Austin. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Alicia Cadell, the Executive Vice President for Student Affairs. It's truly my honor to introduce one of the 2 recipients of the Presidential Award for Scholarship, Leadership, and Service, the highest honor a graduating undergraduate student can achieve at the College of Charleston. This award was established by former President Theodore Stern to recognize students who have demonstrated exceptional leadership and academic excellence. I am so pleased to announce that Jacqueline Miller, majoring in astrophysics, biochemistry, and women and gender studies, is one of the recipients of the Presidential Award for Scholarship, Leadership, and Service this year. Congratulations, Jackie. The podium is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an incredible honor to be speaking before you all today. I want to begin by expressing the deepest gratitude to all those who made this journey possible. Thank you to the faculty and the staff that guided us and challenged us and believed in us, to the mentors who took the extra time, the advisors who listened, and the professors who pushed us beyond what we thought we could do. Thank you. To our family and friends, thank you for being our constant source of strength. Whether it was a late-night phone call, a word of encouragement, or a distraction, your support carried us through. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. I am so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Throughout the last 4 years, we've faced difficult courses, sleepless nights, and setbacks we never saw coming. We've learned to navigate a post-pandemic world and persevered through global uncertainties. But we adapted, and through it all, we showed up for our goals, for one another, and for ourselves. Whether walking across this stage today is something you always knew you would do, or something that you never thought was possible, know this. You've earned it. This moment is yours. Be proud of your resilience, your commitment, and your strength. And above all, trust in your ability to overcome whatever comes next. Regardless of what path you follow or where you end up, remain true to yourself. No matter the pressure, never abandon your core values or dim your authentic selves, because that is what brought you to such an amazing accomplishment today. As we leave these classrooms and walk into a world full of unknowns, may we carry with us not just what we've learned, but who we've become. I wish you all the best in whatever lies ahead, and congratulations, class of 2025. Now I would like to welcome Lori Minjes, class of 1983, who will speak on behalf of the Alumni Association members.
It is truly an honor to be here with you today to celebrate your graduation. On behalf of more than 103,000 members of the Alumni Association, I extend a warm welcome to you, our newest members. You are joining a distinguished organization that was founded in 1888 to promote, protect, and serve the College of Charleston. As members of the Alumni Association, you will be invited to return to campus each year for a homecoming and a Charleston affair, events that celebrate our love for this institution. If you are moving away from Charleston, we have more than 30 regional College of Charleston clubs across the United States, and even in London to connect you with fellow alumni to celebrate our alma mater. And best of all, there are no dues. We have no doubt you will continue to strengthen our legacy through your future endeavors. Congratulations, graduates. We look forward to seeing you at Alumni Association events soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie. Graduates, you now join our alumni family, a diverse group of people who are dedicated to making a difference and who are making the world a better place. With the alumni from previous years joining us today, please rise and be recognized in the audience or on stage. Thank you for being College of Charleston ambassadors. Now the moment you have been waiting for. Joining us in awarding the bachelor's degree will be Chair of the Board of Trustees, Renee Romberger, Dr. Demetria Clemons, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs and Provost Suzanne Austin, and Executive Vice President of Student Affairs, Alicia Cadell. Professor Margaret Haygood from the Department of Teacher Education will assist with the announcement of the names and majors of our graduates. In a small departure from previous year's protocol, we will also recognize several graduates from the School of the Arts and School of Business. Now, you heard their noise was not quite as loud as the other groups, but that's because their main ceremony is tomorrow. So there are some of the largest schools, actually. So with that, let's celebrate.
From the School of Education, joining us on stage will be Fran Welch, Dean. For the bachelor's degree in early childhood education, joining us will be Tracy Hunter Doniger, Chair of the department. Abigail Marie Barton, summa cum laude. Emily Tinsley Bell. Noah Benmergui. Abby Cameron Blankenship, cum laude. Amber Lachey Brown. Ashley Elaine Butler, cum laude. Natalia Nixon Gray Carroll. Margot Anna Class. Margaret Mary Cooper, cum laude. Joanna Corey. Elizabeth Ann Dunn. Jane Calder Featherstone, magna cum laude. Katie Ann Fulmer, summa cum laude. Brooke Eleanor Gaddy, magna cum laude. Juliana Hope Glidden. Dina Pearl Glussman, summa cum laude. Isabel Kitty Grober. Grace Madeline McClure. Olivia Claire Miriam, cum laude. Elizabeth Haley Morris. Haley Elizabeth Nichols, magna cum laude. Alexandra Frances Patterson. Shannon Judith Quinn, summa cum laude. Michaela Rivers, magna cum laude. Catherine Grace Soper. McKinley Elizabeth Stepp. Grace Gilroy Swenseger. Diana Naline Vongse, magna cum laude. Mary Lilith Zimmerman. For the bachelor's degree in elementary education, Kylie Elizabeth Armstrong, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Brianna Madison Obie. Grace Elizabeth Baer. Emma Rose Berry, cum laude. Kaylee Hannah Borchard. Isabella Chains Basin, magna cum laude. Avery Catherine Clark. Grayson E. Compton, cum laude. Kyrie Noel Cook. Kirsten Eileen Culver. Jolie Nicole DeMiro. Elizabeth Grace Erickson, magna cum laude. Jamie Rose Esposito, summa cum laude. Peyton Ansley Photos. Drew Kendall Geraci, cum laude. Mackenzie Elizabeth Gear. Caroline Rose Henke, cum laude. Marissa Catherine Hogue, cum laude. Sydney Marie Hook, summa cum laude. Avery Lenore Langlois. Jacqueline Sierra Lee, cum laude. Savannah Lee Lonio, summa cum laude. Ashley Paige Lusk, cum laude. Alyssa J. Moorhead, cum laude. Marissa Leah Morris, magna cum laude. Emily Grace Oliveri, cum laude. Julia Ann Pumbar. Holly Marie Ryder, cum laude. Belle Marie Rizzi, cum laude. Mia Taylor Rowan. Allison Sandman, cum laude. Isabella Rose Sauer. Angelina Schuster. Anna Michaela Schwerin, summa cum laude. Abby Elizabeth Slatton, cum laude. Faith Renee Stanberry, magna cum laude. Kelsey Zoltoski. Kaylee Elizabeth Rafalco, cum laude, also meets the requirements for communication. For the bachelor's degree in foreign language education, Eliana Abriano, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish. Christopher W. Fisher, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish. For the bachelor's degree in middle grades education,
Jaire Sidell Baines, cum laude.
Leah Svetlana Cody. Grayson Ryan Liston, magna cum laude. Ellie Roman. Claudia Mackenzie Smith. Savannah Sutton Truesdale, cum laude. Kiara Anesia Williams, cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in secondary education cognate, Olivia McCrae Bonnet, cum laude, also meets the requirements for English. Emma Bailey Carr, cum laude, also meets the requirements for history. Riley Elizabeth Foy, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for English. Adriana Dawn Aldrich, cum laude, also meets the requirements for English.
For the School of Education, Special Education Multi-Categorical, joining us on stage is Adam Jordan, Associate Chair.
Caitlin Margaret Ashby, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Talia Rose Kyra. Ethan B. Kosha. Victoria Ann DeGennaro, magna cum laude. Lauren Michelle Goldberg, magna cum laude. Anna Grace Haskins, cum laude. Shahed Shafiq Kamla, cum laude.
Dia J. Shamari Kelly.
Catherine Lagari Mellichamp. Cassidy Veronica Perry. Grace Irene Santos, magna cum laude. From the School of Engineering, Computing, and Mathematics, joining us will be Narayanan Kuthirumal, Interim Dean. For the bachelor's degree in Computer Information Systems, joining us on stage will be Renee McCauley, Chair of the Department. Jeriel S. Adejobi also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jalen Ramirez Bird. Ryan Byrne, magna cum laude. Henry Kenneth Courtney. Michaela Denise DeMaria, cum laude. Roderick Terrell Frazier II. Samuel Patrick Girth, cum laude. Charles Ray Herford III. William Joseph Holmes. Margaret Faye Kimmery. Samuel Abraham Levis. Tia Ruying Lee also meets the requirements for international business. Chloe Elizabeth Lovell, cum laude. Heidi Elizabeth McKay, magna cum laude. Eric A. Montiel. Jennifer Gabriela Rodriguez. Grace Elizabeth Strauss. Jayla Nicole Stroud. Catherine Claire Nielsen Trainer, magna cum laude. Colin Alexander Wade. For the bachelor's degree in computer science, Oliver Grant Aschenbrenner, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. John Kyle Nicolo Saihong Chen Barreto, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Grace Elizabeth Beard, cum laude. Eric Vernon Beaver, summa cum laude. Kevin Thomas Brigham Jr. Sam Marshall Buck, cum laude. Amelia Grace Butcher, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Adam R. Carter. Diego Zachary Carvajal. Mike Anthony Cornejo. Madison Taylor Dabbs, magna cum laude. Bryson Samuel Fant. Julian Benjamin Feliciano. Joanna Zofia Godawa, magna cum laude. Samuel Parker Gorlitz. Ethan Douglas Green, cum laude. Alexander Patrick Groves, magna cum laude. Cole Hallberg. Katie Elizabeth Hoffman, cum laude. Emily Rose Hearn, cum laude, also meets the requirements for data science. Celine A. Imani. Matthew Holloway Jennings, cum laude. Joshua Kaleho Kiefer also meets the requirements for exercise science. Ethan Art Kidwell. Brendan Scott Kratt, magna cum laude. Brooke Holden Lavelle also meets the requirements for German studies. Dylan Martin McTighe, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for German studies and the Honors College. Caleb M. Miranda also meets the requirements for software engineering and the RDM Baccalaureatus degree. Jonathan Lawrence Neidig. Ayana Samira Pendergrass. Harrison Lowell Penley, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Ian Ruvi Rusoji, cum laude.
Trevor David Christopher Redding.
Trevor Gould Ritchie, magna cum laude.
Yuhan Xiao, top honors. Jazir Monte Simon. Joshua Luke Ace. John David Wilkes, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for finance and the Honors College. Brett Michael Whitholm, magna cum laude. Laura Zalewska. For the bachelor's degree in computing in the arts, joining us on stage will be Bill Maneras, director. Brianna Haley Addison. Bootsy Baldwin, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for computer science. David John Benin Haley. Jonah Samuel Boxer also meets the requirements for Jewish studies. Sophia Claire Butcher, cum laude, also meets the requirements for studio art and the Honors College. Matthew Holden Colclough. Marley Dawn Gilman, cum laude. Aaron Ellis Kaplan. Tara Kapp. Garrett Edward Lale. Jordan Amari McPhail, magna cum laude. Nathan Christopher Montagna. Chi Tien Wen, cum laude. Madeline Susan Reed, cum laude. Erica Audrey Roberts. Aiden C. Stout, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Andrew Joseph Turner. Reginald DeAndre Jamal Wigfall. For the bachelor's degree in data science, rejoining us on stage will be Renee McCauley, chair of the department. Sean William Faust also meets the requirements for French and Francophone studies. Mia Wenkai Glover, Griffin Ford Hankins, cum laude. Maya Yakaus, magna cum laude. Morgan Veronica Palas. Christina Alexandra Redbaum, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jennifer Faye White, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. For the bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, joining us will be Robert Mignon, interim chair of the department. Jacob Maciej Siskiewicz. Bolivar Sebastian Valdivieso. Brendan Stephen Wirtz. For the bachelor's degree in mathematics, joining us on stage will be Tom Kunkel, chair of the department. Rafael Castellanos Ramos, Jr. Elijah Dillon Jessup. Thomas P. Stanton, cum laude, also meets the requirements for data science. For the bachelor's degree in software engineering, rejoining us on stage will be Renee McCauley, chair of the department. Iris Athena Michelle Carrig. Zachary A. Huddleston, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in statistics, rejoining us will be Tom Kunkel, chair of the department. Paige Brooke Claflin, cum laude. Aiden Askuwitu Reardon, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. For the bachelor's degree in systems engineering, rejoining us on stage will be Robert Mignon, interim chair of the department. Emily Margaret Alfordish, summa cum laude. Sophia Kathleen Brown, cum laude. Ohaji Albert Clark. Nurbek Matsutov. Sydney Gray Pearson, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Savannah Kate Schwanda, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jade Marie Kraft Schellenberger. From the School of Health Sciences, joining us on stage will be Wes Dudgeon, Dean. For the bachelor's degree in exercise science, joining us will be Kate File, chair of the department. Hayden Andrew Adams. Amir Isam Al-Ahmad, cum laude. Lily Almeida, magna cum laude. Victoria Jaden Anastasis. Lauren Diane Anhauser. Kylie Grace Bales, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Savannah Reed Barron. Martha Davis Beasley, magna cum laude. Samantha Lee Beaver. Paige Sierra Bell, magna cum laude. Dominique Anaya Black, summa cum laude. Mia Rose Bonfantino. Jared Boast. Thomas Joseph Brown III. Holly Catherine Browning. Caroline Elizabeth Capra, cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Cheeseman, cum laude. Emily Jean Coleman, cum laude. Allison Combs, cum laude. Christopher Connors. Cecilia Sun Conti. Nova Christina Conway, magna cum laude. Caroline Ashley Dalton. Nathan Dawes. Emily Grace Doyle. Isabella Rose Dumont, summa cum laude. Patricia Camille Eisenhart. Penelope Joy Fleckman. Nicholas Michael Flowers. Molly Standifer Franklin. Sydney Elizabeth Freeman, also meets the requirements for psychology. Madison Christine Glover. Alejandra Gutierrez. Sean Hamby. Max Harrell. Allison Marie Hart. Noah William Hutchison, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Bruno Casper Ginn. Emily Renee Jordan. Daniel Thomas Joyce. Jaden Mia Katz. Brady McCracken Kemper. Kara Alana Knight. Ava La Rosa. Caleb Andrew Lebeda, summa cum laude. Macy Addison Land. Tyson O'Neill Larkins. Aubryn Arabella Lassick. Mary Hughes Lawrence, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Nina Maxwell Lupchenko. Noah Wesley McCadden, cum laude. Jack Thomas Miller. Catherine Riley Mims. Aiden Miles Mitchell. Tag Anthony Molino. Jessica Amaris Montalvo. Ellis Jackson Moore. Abigail Mary Mosher also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Rebecca Anakali Mosaman. Ryan James Murphy, magna cum laude. Dawson Thomas Nash. Tara Orlando. Juliana Angeli Pires. Olivia Janelle Panessa, cum laude. Alexa Isabel Pasoka. Peyton Alicia Rabin. Xavier Marcus Rogers. Emma Elizabeth Schimpf, cum laude. Alexa G. Shuttlecotty, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Nicole Kathleen Schramoff. Victoria Tinley Smeltzer. Anthony Joseph Sezapek. Alyssa M. Thomas, summa cum laude. Hannah Marie Thomas. Joseph Matthew Toth, cum laude. Caroline Phillips Veith, magna cum laude. Emily Caroline Waddell, magna cum laude. Rodney Jabril Ware. Hadley Lauren West. Addison Evans Wyndham. Morgan Taylor Works. Bency Maria Young, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in physical education, joining us on stage will be Karen Smale, director. Kendall Noel Sewell. Shay Ryan Yoakum, cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in public health, joining us will be Christy Kolath Catano, director. Rima Mustafa Al-Ahmad. Gianna Marie Arena.
Madison Ray Audi, cum laude.
Kylie Joanne Acock, cum laude. Hannah Rose Barganier also meets the requirements for international studies. Donna Michelle Barton. Francis Paul Basha. Madison Grace Brothers. Christina Isabel Brown, magna cum laude.
Samantha Bucci.
Abigail Grace Crawford, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Curtis. Morgan Ritchie Dent. Kaylee Corey Duffy. Faith Ann Eberflus. Mackenzie Elizabeth Eccles. Hannah Kiyoko Eisenberg, cum laude. Arden Jane Edders. Isabel Elise Fisher.
Asia Shanice Gadsden, cum laude.
Adelina Edwin Gibbs. Aaliyah Renee Gibson. Jayla Deandra Goodwin. Sydney Alyssa Gordon. Ava Lillian Greenfield. Thomas Luke Gwynn, cum laude. Julia Regina Hancock also meets the requirements for German studies. Amari Tatiana Hardy. Margaret Sarah Harkins, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Chandler Elijah Harris, cum laude.
Kanaya Deasia Harrison, cum laude.
Ava Heinen, cum laude. Eliana Suzanne Herman. Jacoby Trenton Marche Holly. Helena India Huff. Kirsten Elizabeth Jones. Brenna Catherine Callis, magna cum laude. Madison Paige Karcher. Sky Dakota Casso. Caroline Bailey King. Philip Andrew Knight, cum laude, also meets the requirements for philosophy. Isabella Mia Koborowski. Haley Elizabeth Creek, cum laude. Kaylee Paige Lastinger, top honors. Lauren Sidney Libavici, cum laude. Sofia Eli Gonzalez Liu. Kelly Leva, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish. Leah Nicole Longton. Riley Page Lovejoy. Giovanna Marino, cum laude. Estella Grace Martin, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Ava Elizabeth McCauley. Abigail Wyman Moorer, top honors. Taylor Marissa Morgan. Morgan Jean Moriarty. Katie Ann Mullins, top honors. Ashanti A. Murphy. Jalen Alexander Newell. Kamal Darnell Newson. Jacob Nat Zong Nguyen. Ricky Wine Wen, cum laude.
Jessica K. O'Connor, summa cum laude.
Maya Ramesh Pai, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Lucas L. Pardo I. Shiv Prashant Patel. Caroline Ann Pond, cum laude. Grace Catherine Powell, summa cum laude. Kennedy Marie Prelo, cum laude. Janelle Reyes. Scarlett Linen Sailors. Emmanuel J. Scott. Addie Florence Silfies, cum laude. Kendall Virginia Renee Silva. Charlotte Caroline Smith.
Kendall Griffin Smith, cum laude.
Lauren Kathleen Sprouse. Caroline Elizabeth St. Marie. Millie Nicole Stevens. Allie Lee Stockman. Mary Lucille Stuckey, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jayendia Zairi Tobias. Carly Taylor Toporek, cum laude.
Peyton Elizabeth Townsend, cum laude.
Ryan William Vargas, cum laude. Emily Ruth Wanamaker, magna cum laude. Madeline Riley Wilkinson. Mackenzie Jane Julian Williams. Mallory Grace Williams. Clara Joanne Wilson, cum laude. Camille Madeline Wynn. Caitlin Brooke Woodard. Ella Marguerite Wright. Zoe Frances Zorn, cum laude. From the School of Natural and Environmental Sciences, joining us will be Seth Pritchard, Interim Dean. For the bachelor's degree in astrophysics, joining us on stage will be Alem Teklu, chair of the department. Christian James Brennan. Madison Taylor Cummings, magna cum laude. Joel Philip Diamond, also meets the requirements for physics. Jacqueline Leanne Miller, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for biochemistry, women's and gender studies, and physics. Lillianne Nicole Ross, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for mathematics and the Honors College. For the bachelor's degree in biology, joining us will be Eric McElroy, chair of the department. Kendall Marie Adams. Sierra Elizabeth Altman, cum laude. Lauren Jeanette Bailey. Monique E. Batchelor. Austin Ray Bennett. Austin Wayne Benson. Ariana Brielle Reagan Berry. Abigail Lane Blankenship. Elizabeth Payne Bloomer. Charlotte Noel Blute, cum laude. Brooke Boulder Broomfield II. Emily Burke. Deja S. Caldwell.
Ashanti Malaysia Carter, cum laude.
Mairead Sky Chowanek, magna cum laude. Jordan N. Cook. Kayla Rose Kompellick. Bailey Cole Curry, magna cum laude. Nicole Giovanna Deere. Ashley Marie DeBlasi. Ivana Emma Dominguez. Virginia Glenn Donahue. Grace Ellen Daunt, magna cum laude. Caitlin Danello. Tina Dong, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the RDM Baccalaureatus degree. Kimberly Ann Dersman. Riley Elizabeth Dunmeyer. Emma Sarah Dunn, magna cum laude. Sophie Rose Eklund also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Kaylee Savannah Eggert, cum laude, also meets the requirements for mathematics. Jason Michael Evans. Taylor Mackenzie Freeman. Emma Josephine Frobrick, cum laude, also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Louis Matthew Gershon, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Sienna Marie Gewurtzman, cum laude. Colleen Elizabeth Gibbons. Kathleen Enid Godoy, cum laude.
Haley Marie Goodson.
Macy Cheyenne Gregory, cum laude. Emma Alexis Gross. Cora Mackenzie Hansen, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Macy Isabella Harkovich. Krista Danielle Harris.
Leanna Lee Hartsock, cum laude.
Jenna Michelle Henninger. Laurel Margaret Heron. Monica Smith High. Sophia Grace Hillen. Natalie Nicole Hodak also meets the requirements for psychology and the Honors College. Ariana Alexis Martise Hooper. Ashley Nadine Hubbard also meets the requirements for Spanish. Journey Grace Ingram. Raven Noel Jameson. Ryoshi Aubrey Jimenez, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for International Studies and the Honors College. Ava Castleman Job. Emily Ing Kang. Ella Claire Lynette Caston, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Kaylin Margaret Keir, cum laude. Liam Joseph Kelly. William Macon Kelso. Kirkland Royal Kessler. Kennedy Jordan Kimball, cum laude. Emily Melissa Knight, summa cum laude. Riley Marin Knight. Emily Juliette Kotelich. Emma Rose Kraus, cum laude. Angeline Christina Krupa. Lucas Anthony Lawson. Lucas George Lemaster, cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Lily Shea Lenahan. Jonah B. Litz. Solina Ang Long, summa cum laude. Madison Lee Lestraco, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Courtney Magelson, cum laude. Samantha Marie Maniaci. Sienna Elizabeth Masseria, cum laude. Colin John McCluskey. Larkin Molly McGee. Dawson Cooper McIntosh, summa cum laude.
Trinity Lynn McManus, Environmental and Sustainability Studies.
Isabella Page McNew. Kayla Joy Myers. Alyssa Marie Morris. Carter Patrick Morris, cum laude. Sophia G. Morrison. Carrie Lynn Myers, summa cum laude. Madison Shea Needle, magna cum laude. Tracy Taylor Nelson. Madeline Nicole Nero. Sahar Ovadia, magna cum laude. Caitlin Alexis Overla, cum laude. Alexis Autumn Parker also meets the requirements for the RDM Baccalaureatus degree. Hiranji Hitesh Kumar Patel. Jacqueline K. Patrick, cum laude. Penelope Day Perkins, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Hayden Price Pearl, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for psychology. Lucas Ryan Pillar, cum laude, also meets the requirements for biochemistry and the Honors College. Nora Ann Polanski. Sarah Lynn Porter, magna cum laude. Vanil Pratipati, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. McLean Thomas Riley. Bryn Delaney Renwick. Amanda Michelle Resendez. Treasure Imani Richardson. Lucy Dupree Richmond, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for music and the Honors College. Stephanie Jean Robinson, summa cum laude. Emma Odessa Saunders, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Joseph Stephen Schmutz, Jr., magna cum laude.
Valor Marie Schnarweiler Harold. Madeline Rose Sharon Sibley. Lindsay Jordan Schatz. Caitlin Bell Shuford. Madison Eris Schuster. Taylor Marie Simon. Caitlin Sevilla Smiley, cum laude. Jordan Ann Smith. Madison Gretchen Snyder. Stephanie Solis. Elizabeth Ann Spatola. Maddox Alan Spearman. Emma Sophia Stacy, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Adelaide Hart Stanley, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for economics.
Kylan Marie Straw. Caroline Nicole Strickland. Lena Louise Tamalini. Cameron Thomas Oliver Terrell. Serena Morea Triguet also meets the requirements for biochemistry. Isabella Jane Verano, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for public health and the Honors College. Evan Dominic Seniza Villamore, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for biochemistry and the Honors College. Hannah Grace Volpe. Bailey Abigail Weathers also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jada A. Wells. Norris Austin Whitlock also meets the requirements for biology. Susan Delane Willis. Kira Chanel Wooden. Kayla June Worley, cum laude. Marie Elaine Zentner. For the bachelor's degree in biochemistry, joining us will be Marcelo Forconi, chair of the department. Justin Beck, top honors, also meets the requirements for public health and the Honors College. Jenna Grace Cagle, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Kendall Grace Cashin. Erica Marie Childers, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for chemistry. Eric John Dacalanea, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology and chemistry. Della Rosalie Evans, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Olivia Rose Hawk, magna cum laude. James Christian Herring, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Diana Itzel Maya Espinosa. Madison McKenna Meeks also meets the requirements for chemistry and the Artium Baccalaureatus degree. Jenna Christine Parker, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for mathematics. Ronit N. Patak, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies and the Honors College. Jordan Riley Roberts. Abigail Grace Runkle also meets the requirements for chemistry. Abigail Starr Ryan, top honors, also meets the requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Maddie Camden Tharp also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Caleb Joseph Wing. For the bachelor's degree in chemistry. Lorena Alvarado also meets the requirements for mathematics. Alan Jesus Benitez Velasquez, cum laude. Jacob Derek Bethke also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Alexis Mary Boutin. Stephen Connor Brunson. Francesca Ann Alisco, also meets the requirements for sociology. Elizabeth Ann Hochberg, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Cameron Ellie Case, summa cum laude. Jacob Daniel Kunkel. Emily Ann Perlman. Shane Schrader, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in environmental geosciences, joining us on stage is Erin Butel, chair of the department. Caroline Ann Buckles, cum laude. Michaela Elise Buck. Emily Winslow Doherty. Alexis Mackenzie Duncan. Maggie Lane Garrigan, summa cum laude. Brittany Lauren Hewitt. Henry Gustav Langford, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. L. Parker Raftery. Kylie Ann Sullivan, magna cum laude. Rachel Brooke Trainum, cum laude. Emma Victoria Walder. Jenna Brooke Webb, magna cum laude. Rebecca Townley Wood. For the bachelor's degree in geology, Mia Rachel Bowersox, magna cum laude. Abigail Therese Dunn. Cooper Lee Hamilton, cum laude. Nicholas Andre Johnson Haub. Elizabeth Jane Kirby. Cameron Thomas Kwiatkowski. Lucy McLean Makar. Nicholas Carl Rosenblum, cum laude, also meets the requirements for archaeology. Ava Margaret Stewart, magna cum laude. Abigail Jean Vos, magna cum laude. Rachel Copeland Webster, cum laude.
Brenton Addison Williams, cum laude, also meets the requirement for French and Francophone studies.
For the bachelor's degree in marine biology, rejoining us on stage is Eric McElroy, chair of the department. Madeline Grace Atkins, cum laude. Chloe Olivia Ball. Ruema Elizabeth Beers, also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Calvin Rudolph Biesecker, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Samuel John Walter Brandt. Manessa Grace Brooks. Dallas Nicole Bryson, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Wyatt Kent Buxton. Bailey Elizabeth Crane, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies and the Honors College. Sophia Ray Del Vecchio. Mia Teresa De Pietro, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Lila Grace Elnagar, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Maya Elizabeth Gamble. Chelsea Jaden George, also meets the requirements for environmental and sustainability studies. Hannah Marie Lawton. Madison Nicole Mabey. Connor Patrick Martin. Emma Miriam Matthew, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Isla Rose Frey Matriciani, magna cum laude. Victoria Kathleen Mateo. Natalia Nicole Matzinger. Tanya Patricia Montejano. Sophia Catherine Mueller. Lillian Ray Nessen. Elizabeth Lynn Peebles, magna cum laude. Gavin Lee Peters also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Anna Kaylin Phillips, cum laude. Avery Ryan Reeder. Ella Louise Solinsky, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Cecilia Noel Spain. Sailor Morgan Swan. Anastasia Maria Thaler. Caitlin Noel Vespi. Micah Nathaniel Watson. Camden Edward White, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Abigail Lynn Williams. Zoe Elizabeth Willis, top honors, also meets the requirements for chemistry and the Honors College. Leah Michelle Wysocki, cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in meteorology, rejoining us on stage is Alem Teklu, chair of the department. Jack Warner Kaiser also meets the requirements for physics. Michael Ralph Mesano. Caroline Brooke McKenzie. Donald Leonard Rocky III also meets the requirements for physics. For the bachelor's degree in physics, Gabe Wyatt Bowers also meets the requirements for mathematics. Adam Mati Zabo. Stafford Rand Yerger. From the School of the Arts, joining us on stage will be Jamie Host, Dean. For the bachelor's degree in arts management, joining us on stage will be Chris Burgess, Director. Lyda Francis Scott Cottle. For the bachelor's degree in historic preservation and community planning, joining will be Grant Gilmore, Director. Nicholas Robinson Peterson. For the bachelor's degree in music, joining us will be Michael O'Brien, chair of the department. John D. Daly. For the bachelor's degree in studio art, joining us on stage is Susan Klein, chair of the department. Adam Glaister Chaskies. Grace Marian Luther. William Evan Troublefield, cum laude. From the School of Business, joining us on stage will be Paul Schwager, Dean. For the bachelor's degree in accounting, joining us will be Robert Hogan, chair of the department. Aaliyah Monley Cutting, magna cum laude. Kylie Marie Simmons.
Caroline Murray Vaughn.
For the bachelor's degree in business administration, joining us on stage is Henry Shia, chair of the department. Abigail Ray Alberts. Kyle Otto Bishop. Caitlin Cassandra Bogardis. David Camerata Green. Kelly Ann Carter. Thomas Durston III. Kaylee Ann Laura Gernand. Harrison Whittier Green. Francesca Ray Jara. James Porter Martin. Mylan Wesley Papala, John Stephen Popelka Jr., Jose Samuel Simon, Louis Joseph Vucci III, Ashley Marie Yeomans. For the bachelor's degree in economics, joining us on stage is Christopher Mathorpe, chair of the department. Asher Lee Malik also meets the requirements for psychology. Olivia Lorena Ann Ramirez, summa cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in finance, rejoining us on stage is Bob Holtz, representing the department. Richard Carrillo Bomley. For the bachelor's degree in hospitality and tourism management, joining us on stage is Hunter Kim, chair of the department. Hannah Morgan Hyatt. For the bachelor's degree in international business, rejoining us on stage is Henry Shea, chair of the department. Eli V. Zuckerberg. For the bachelor's degree in management, Madison Mackenzie Kirker. For the bachelor's degree in marketing, Reagan Danielle Bedner. Taylor Renee Kelly. Kaylee B. Laughlin. Zachary Andrew McDaniel. Riley Ricciardi. Jordan Rich. Isabella Grace Murray Shavitz. For the bachelor's degree in professional studies, joining us on stage is Michelle Futrell, director. Stephen Michael Davies. Fidalia M. Rivers. Abel Solomon. Nicole Richardson Turner. Emma Christine Vassie.
Will the bachelor's degree candidates please rise? President Hsu, upon the successful completion of all degree requirements and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the bachelor's degree candidates of 2025.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Professional Studies as earned, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated. Members of the class of 2025, on behalf of the entire College of Charleston community, congratulations to you on this very special day. I send you forth into the world with best wishes as you begin the many adventures that lie ahead. Graduates, today you have completed an important part of your life's journey. May today open up many doors of opportunity to you in the future. Once again, congratulations.